What's going on, guys? This your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video, and it looked like Shedeur Sanders might have been set up by the Cleveland Browns because Griffin III just exposed everything. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Cleveland. Let's get it. Let's go. Shake the haters off. This is a new day and a new, basically, story, man. I told y'all, man, each and every day something new is always coming out about this Shedeur situation. Yesterday, we had the Tom Brady and the number thing. Today, we got Griffin III pretty much breaking everything down, how he feel like the Cleveland Browns is setting Shedeur up to fail. Yes, they setting him up to fail. Man, whatever the case is, like that is happening with Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns, I told y'all my feelings on it. I feel as if Shedeur need to get the hell out of Cleveland, bro. That's just me. Now, I can understand if they draft him, he want to prove himself, so be it, that he could do that if he want. But I'm telling you right now, the way them men is looking, I wouldn't want to work for an organization like that, man. But just like I stated, Griffin III is kind of breaking this whole thing down. He did a 10-minute video, and he pretty much summed up everything in like a little post. We're going to react to it all, man. But real quick, get down in the comment section and let me know y'all thoughts about Shedeur switching his number to 12. Now, if you guys did not see the video I did yesterday, I kind of let y'all know that the Cleveland Browns actually stated that the number that Shedeur Sanders actually got is going to be a temporary number. Basically, they saying that they got a lot of backlash from this, but we'll have to wait and see, man. Maybe Shedeur might, go to training camp with the number 12, kick butt in it, and just rock out with it. All we know. But one thing I can tell you guys for sure is that we're that much closer to the start of training camp for Shedeur Sanders and his Cleveland football team, man. When they put them cleats on, they go half shell. When Shedeur Sanders get in there, it's game time. Dylan Gabriel better bring it. Joe Flacco better bring it. And whoever else in this damn quarterback room. Y'all better bring it, bro, because Shedeur Sanders is going to be ready to go. He been up there trying to get acclimated and everything, bro. He's going to be ready. And I'm telling you right now, he going to be the QB1. I don't care what nobody's saying. All these people saying he going to get cut. All these different scenarios. We ain't rocking out with none of that, bro. He going to be QB1. Now, let's head on over to Twitter right now, see what Griffin III got cooking up, man. This is the post that he put out how many hours ago? I don't know. He put this out yesterday. But we finna react to the video, and I'm finna read all of this to you guys to kind of break this down. It said the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation is a setup for destruction. Yes, it is, bro. He stated they have $230 million that won't play. They got $230 million that won't play. Brought in 4 quarterbacks this offseason, and the last one they brought in is Shedeur Sanders, the number 1 selling jersey of all the rookies, despite being drafted in the 5th round after the 3rd round quarterback Dylan Gabriel. Now, we know it came out last week that Shedeur Sanders had the number 1 selling rookie jersey. Yes, he did. Stunned the world. Well, it stunned everybody that wasn't expecting Shedeur jerseys to be number 1. But just like I told y'all, bro, Shedeur is the biggest rookie. He's to me, as of right now in the NFL. You could talk about OBJ, Lamar Jackson. There's nobody bigger than Shedeur. I'm willing to argue that. Who in the NFL right now is going to be bigger than Shedeur? I will wait. Nobody, bro. Nobody's going to be bigger than Shedeur. I'm telling you right now. Watch. When the season comes, ESPN, First Take, it doesn't matter. All of these shows is going to be headlined by Shedeur Sanders in the NFL. I'm telling you, he's going to be the biggest star. Now, let's say Joe Flacco is a Super Bowl champion and a Super Bowl MVP who will limit Kenny Pickett's reps. Now, Kenny Pickett is a veteran into this 4th year in the NFL who will limit Dylan Gabriel reps, right? Now, Dylan Gabriel was a 3rd round pick this year in the draft, and he will get reps before his fellow rookie, Shedeur Sanders. Now, you heard that? See, RG3 been through this. And you remember when I made the video how I stated that Dylan Gabriel was ahead of Shedeur Sanders on the depth chart? This is what all of that means. He is ahead of Shedeur Sanders on the depth chart. Now, it stated Dylan Gabriel will get more reps before Shedeur, right? Then RG3 goes on to say, yet Shedeur Sanders is the headline of the group. Yet Shedeur Sanders is the headline of the group. Top level players across the NFL are talking about how good of a player Shedeur Sanders is and how he was done dirty in the NFL draft. He was beyond done dirty. Like I stated, investigation need to be implemented on the NFL when it comes to that draft. Now, the Cleveland Brown headliner is the fourth quarterback on the roster who will get the least amount of reps and opportunity in the group. That's the setup for destruction. That's the Browns. But if anyone can overcome it, it's Shedeur. And here is why. And let's check out this clip right here, man. It's 10 minutes long. We ain't going to look at all of it. But
what do you think of the Cleveland Browns QB situation?
Oh, it's horrible. It's absolutely terrible situation for a quarterback to be in. Let's get real, people, here. All right? This is the thing that nobody wants to talk about. Shedeur Sanders is in a situation where the NFL and the Cleveland Browns have set him up to sink or swim in year one. What I really mean by that is they set him up to fail. Shedeur Sanders is the fourth quarterback.
They set him up to fail. Now, before we get into this, now, I have not seen any of this. They set him up to fail because Shedeur Sanders is going to receive less reps than any other quarterbacks on the damn roster. The reps is how you prove yourself. The reps is how they determine who's going to be the quarterback. So if he's receiving less reps, it's almost a lose-lose situation. Let's go back to see what he said.
On the Cleveland Browns roster. But let me talk to you about the other guys that they have on the roster. Joe Flacco, the de facto starter that everyone with a football brain believes will be their starting quarterback, barring injury, is a Super Bowl champion and Super Bowl MVP. Yes, I know he's 40 years old, but they just brought him in this offseason before they drafted Shedeur Sanders. The next quarterback, Kenny Pickett. Yes, he's been on two other teams, but guess what? The Cleveland Browns traded for him this offseason. That gives you two quarterbacks with experience on the roster that you would think this is the de facto starter and the de facto backup. But not only that, they didn't just bring in Joe Flacco, the Super Bowl champ and Super Bowl MVP. They didn't just trade for Kenny Pickett. They also drafted a quarterback in the third round by the name of Dylan Gabriel. Now, Dylan Gabriel is one of the most electrifying and most stat-driven quarterbacks in all of college football history. I believe he has the most starts of any college quarterback ever. And it's because he played 6 years of college football.
Yes, Dylan Gabriel is an old man, bro. He got 6 years. He get 6 damn years, bro. 6 years, bro. Ridiculous, bro.
Went to UCF, played at Oklahoma, and also was at Oregon. They drafted Dylan Gabriel in the third round of the same draft that they took Shedeur Sanders.
Yep.
So no one wants to talk about this because it's a very difficult topic. Shedeur Sanders is a fifth-round pick. Guys that are drafted in the fifth round typically don't make NFL rosters. And if they do make NFL rosters, it was because they showed their absolute talent in the preseason and all through training camp and the offseason. But here's the difference. Most of those guys weren't quarterbacks. Most of those guys weren't fighting to be the third or fourth quarterback on the roster. Shedeur Sanders is at a position at quarterback where only one guy gets to play. If you're a fifth-round receiver, you got a chance to make the team. You just got to go out there and show out. And a lot of times you're going to get opportunities with the ones and the twos because of injuries, hamstrings, ankles, those type of soft tissue injuries that pop up. But at quarterback, that typically doesn't happen. So for Shedeur Sanders, you have to understand that this guy is going to be going into the offseason getting the fewest reps of all the quarterbacks on the Cleveland.
See, that's what don't nobody want to talk about. Don't nobody want to talk about them reps that Shedeur Sanders finna lose out on just because he was taken in the 5th round. Now, I'm here to tell you, there's nothing he did. This is what they did to him. He didn't do nothing. All he did was ball out in college, big draft day party, thinking he was finna get drafted in the 1st round, let alone the 2nd, maybe. But damn, the 5th round? This is what happens. I'm so happy RG3 did this because he's credible and he's letting the world know this is how they Shedeur. I had to bleep my own language out. This is how they messed him up, bro.
Cleveland Browns roster. He's going to be going into training camp, getting the fewest reps of all the quarterbacks on the Cleveland Browns roster. And then when you go into the preseason, he's going to be getting the fewest reps and the fewest plays of all the quarterbacks on the roster. But let's say he does get some plays. We all know that the preseason, if you didn't know, let me explain to you. The NFL preseason is shorter now, so you only have 3 games. So if Shedeur Sanders is in the game as the 4th quarterback, he's probably, definitely not playing with the number 1 or the number 2s. That's offensive linemen, running backs, wide receivers, everything you can possibly imagine. I had 2 coaches in my career, Mike Shanahan and Jay Gruden. Coach Shanahan and Coach Gruden would call the guys in the 3s and the 4s cab drivers. Now, I'm not saying I agreed with the way that they characterized these guys, but they would call them cab drivers because everybody in the building knew that most of those guys would not be playing in the NFL past the end of that preseason. So not only is Shedeur Sanders going in as the 4th quarterback, having to try to beat out 2 veterans and a rookie that was drafted before him, not only is Shedeur Sanders going to be going out there and have the fewest amount of reps of all the guys when he has to prove and earn his way onto the roster, Shedeur Sanders is going to be out there with cab drivers. He's going to be getting protected by guys who are not going to be playing in the NFL, throwing to guys who are.
I'm going to cut it off right there, man. You guys can check out the full video over on RG3 YouTube channel, man. Out of Pocket, I believe that's the name of it. Basically, y'all remember how Shedeur Sanders was running for his life when he was at Colorado? The same damn thing is about to happen in the preseason games because he's out there with the damn 4th-string lineman on preseason day. He's going to be out there with the 4th-string lineman, 4th-string running back, 5th round, all this. They set him up, man. Get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this. Keep them Bills on because you know what? I'm going to bring you the news. And until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out.